Picture this. You're standing on a battlefield, weapon in hand, staring across at someone you love, maybe a friend, a sibling, or even a mentor. They're on the wrong side of a fight, and you know what's at stake is bigger than both of you. Could you pull the trigger? Would it feel right? For thousands of years, humans have wrestled with this question. When is violence justified? Is it ever moral to harm? Or should we always turn the other cheek? Today, we're diving into one of the most epic war stories ever told, the Bhagavad Gita, a cornerstone of Hindu philosophy. It's the tale of a warrior named Arjuna who faced this exact dilemma, and the divine advice he got might just change how you see conflict. In this episode, we'll unpack how Hindu ethics tackles the morality of war, explore Arjuna's crisis on the battlefield, and figure out what it means for us today, whether it's a personal standoff or a global crisis. Welcome to Hindu Ethics Unraveled, solving life's toughest dilemmas. Let's get started. Hindu perspective. So, what does Hinduism say about war? At first glance, it might seem contradictory. After all, this is the tradition that gave us Ahimsa, non-violence, a principle so powerful it inspired Gandhi to topple an empire without firing a shot. But Hindu ethics isn't black and white. It's layered, practical, and deeply tied to two big ideas, Dharma and Karma. Dharma means duty, the moral order that keeps the universe spinning, your role in the grand scheme. Karma is the law of action and consequence. What you do ripples out, for better or worse. Together, they frame how Hinduism approaches violence. And nowhere is this clearer than in the Bhagavad Gita. The Gita is a 700-verse dialogue between Arjuna, a warrior prince, and Krishna, his charioteer and divine guide. It's part of the massive epic Mahabharata, set on the eve of a colossal war. Arjuna's about to fight his own kin, cousins, uncles, teachers, and he's paralyzed. Why? Because killing them feels wrong, even if they're the aggressors. Krishna steps in with some tough love, and his advice is the heart of Hindu war ethics. He says, Arjuna, you're a warrior. Your dharma is to protect the innocent and uphold justice. If you abandon that duty, you're not avoiding harm, you're enabling it. Check out chapter 2, verse 47. Focus on your duty, not the outcome. Act without attachment. That's the kicker, detachment. Krishna isn't saying war is good. He's saying it's sometimes necessary, but only if your intent is pure. No revenge, no glory, just duty. This balance is tricky. Ahimsa is the ideal, but the Gita admits life isn't always ideal. If a tyrant's oppressing the weak, doing nothing can be as violent as fighting. It's about cosmic order, Rata in the Vedas, keeping things aligned. Krishna tells Arjuna the soul's eternal anyway, so death isn't the ultimate evil. Abandoning your purpose is. It's a mind bend. Violence can be moral if it's selfless. That's Hindu ethics in a nutshell. Not pacifism or aggression, but a razor's edge between the two. Case study. Let's zoom into Arjuna's story. It's intense. The Kurukshetra War is brewing. Two families, the Pandavas and Kauravas, are locked in a feud over a kingdom. Arjuna's a Pandav, a master archer, and he's got Krishna as his wingman. The Kauravas, led by his cousins, have cheated, exiled, and humiliated his family. Was the only way to set things right. But as the armies line up, Arjuna looks across the field and sees his grandfather Bhishma, his teacher Drona, people he respects, even loves. His hands shake, his bow drops, and he says, Krishna, how can I kill them? I'd rather die myself. It's raw, human, and relatable. Krishna doesn't coddle him. He says, you're grieving for what's not worth grieving. The soul doesn't die, it moves on. Your job is to fight, not because you hate them, but because it's your dharma. If you walk away, the Kauravas win. and tyranny spreads. Arjuna's torn, but Krishna's logic sinks in. Duty trumps emotion. He picks up his bow, fights, and the Pandavas win, though it's bittersweet. Now, fast forward to today. Think of a soldier in World War II, facing Nazis to stop genocide. Or maybe you stood up to a bully to protect a friend, knowing it would get messy. The Gita's lesson applies. Violence isn't about anger, it's about necessity. Intent matters. If Arjuna fought for revenge, he'd be wrong. If that soldier fought for power, same deal. But if it's for justice, detached from ego, it's different. Modern wars, like drones or cyber attacks, raise the same question. Who decides what's righteous? The Gita doesn't give easy answers, but it gives a lens. Check your motives, weigh the stakes, and act. Reflection. So, what's the takeaway? The Gita's approach has strengths. It justifies violence when it stops greater harm, like Arjuna saving a kingdom or a soldier halting oppression. Detachment's a game changer too. It cuts through guilt and ego, focusing you on what's right, not what feels good. Imagine applying that to an argument. You're not yelling to win, you're speaking to fix things. It's practical, especially in a world where conflict's inevitable. But it's not perfect. Who decides what's just? Arjuna had Krishna, but we don't. One person's dharma could be another's disaster. Think holy wars or vigilantes. And it clashes with absolute non-violence. Gandhi read the Gita too, but he chose peace over swords. Maybe both are right, depending on the moment. The beauty of Hindu ethics is it doesn't demand one size fits all. It asks you to think. For us, it's a tool. Next time you're in a war, a fight with a coworker, a moral stand, ask, am I acting for duty or desire? Am I attached to winning or serving something bigger? It's not about picking up a sword. It's about picking your battles wisely. That's Hindu ethics at work, ancient but alive. Conclusion. Today, we've seen how the Bhagavad Gita frames war as a moral duty when it's selfless and just. Arjuna's crisis shows us ethics isn't about dodging hard choices. It's about facing them with clarity. Violence isn't the goal. Protecting what's right is. Next episode, we're switching gears. Is it ever okay to lie? Yudhishthir's story from the Mahabharata has some wild twists that'll make you rethink truth. If you like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. We're just getting started. Here's a question for you. What would you do if you had to fight for what's right? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you there. Until next time, keep questioning, keep seeking.